yourself, you can see a restless child that doesn't sleep. Because think of yourself when you don't get enough sleep, you barely function. You see it in kids. When they're not getting enough sleep, they barely function. They grumpy.
They become
and it affects
ADD.
everything, and then they want to eat.
They can become ADD. Yeah, they just
Sure.
become, they have to increase the energy to actually
Focus.
And very often they've got a sleep disorder, these kids. So that's
Sure.
why they don't sleep, because their mouths. So a whole new trend that's developing is called mewing, MEWAING. After Michael Mew, he's an orthotropic dentist, and he says how your face forms affects everything.
Sure.
How if you can breathe through your nose, whether you've got enough space at the back of your palate to breathe while you're sleeping. Because when you go into restorative sleep, the whole body relaxes. That's part of restorative sleep. The muscles become pop.
Yeah.
Pop, is that the right
Pop.
word?
Yeah. We were talking about pop earlier.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you've got limited breathing space at the back, with your palate's very high because your face has grown like this and the palate's got very high, and the roof of your mouth is your airway.
Yeah.
And that's so what happens, the tongue falls back, wakes the brain up. So you get unrefreshed sleep.
But how do you control that? How do you control how your face develops and how your face forms?
Okay, it's very important. They say that the missing vitamin, according to Weston Price, he was a dentist that went around the world looking at mouths and teeth. And he said the missing vitamin, there was something missing in the diet that didn't develop the face, the facial bones, and that was vitamin K2.
Okay.
So it's very important to get vitamin K2. So if you're going to the Amazon jungle, you won't find people with sleep problems because they've got these big, beautiful, broad mouths.
Yeah.
Because they've had, they've eaten from the land, the berries, no refined processed food, because that decreases the vitamin K2, which pushes all the calcium into the bones.
Okay.
And develops your face.
So how do we increase our vitamin K2?
So you have to have foods with vitamin K2.
Which are?
You get natto, get a fermented soy called natto. It's full of vitamin K2. So the Japanese eat a lot of natto.
Okay.
You can get, like, certain cheeses have vitamin K2 in. So you just have to look which, and then a big part of vitamin K2, menaquin 4, is from livers, like chicken livers, goose liver.
Okay.
So if you eat goose liver or chicken livers, you actually have a lot of menaquin 4. So
we should add
menaquin 4, menaquin 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very important to eat the right foods.
That was actually my next question, is that how much of, how important is food in our overall confidence, in our overall feel, look, lifestyle, in everything? And especially because you mentioned that with your guys' approach, it's always from a holistic approach and a foundational. Okay. How important is the food that we eat?
I've had patients come in with severe acne.
Yeah.
Okay. And that definitely affects your self-esteem, whether it's acne, whether it's eczema, whether it's psoriasis. I mean, that can definitely affect your self-esteem, your body image, and how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
And that can put you into depression.
Sure.
It really affects the way, the way you perceive yourself.
Yeah.
And then guess what we start off with? Lifestyle. And then the first thing I ask them, what do you eat? What is your favorite fruit? What is your favorite vegetable? And then we have like a pattern called GOADS. Okay, we've got like not a pattern, an acronym. So gluten grains. So pap would be included there.
Yeah.
Oils, processed food, which is full of alpha linolenic acid, the omega-6 oils, fried foods, processed foods, full of omega-6, which is totally inflammatory on the body.
Yeah.
So those GOADS are inflammatory, they inflame you.
Yeah.
And inflammation equals disease, whether it's acne, whether it's rosacea, whether it's eczema, whether it's heart disease, whether it's cancer.
Yeah.
It's the
food.
It's the foundation of disease.
Foundation of disease.
Totally inflammatory. So it's gluten grains, oils, the sunflower, the safflower, the fried foods, alcohol, dairy.
And then sugar, and what's the other one? Dairy.
Yeah, because it's the protein in the dairy, the calcium in the dairy that can be inflammatory.